between the wealthy and the poor?
Yeah.
How wide is it?
It's very wide, but not just wide, it's also covered. And that is the exact trap that the wealthy likes it like that. Because don't forget, it's a market.
Yeah.
If you don't lose, I don't make. Yeah, I'm trying to collect money from you. That's it. Okay. None of us can make money, produce. We cannot. So ideally what we do is that we collect money. If I offer you a service, I collect money from you. I collect money from... So I collect money. I don't make money. Only the government can make money. So if also in the stock market, what we are doing is that we're collecting money. So Graham would say that the market is a redistribution place from the inpatient to the patient. So the idea of the knowledge gap
is a redistribution place.
Yeah, from the inpatient to the patient. Yeah. So if I'm in the market and I know that, okay, I know what I'm doing. You think you know what I'm doing. So it's like chess. I like that you think you know what I'm doing. Because that exactly puts you exactly where I want you.
It's a trap.
Yeah. So, and that's why you see that, you see the average person follows headline. Oh, this person just acquired this company. Oh, this person just does this. This person just did this. And then that's the excitement. You think it's a pointer for you to get in. But the question I'm not asking is that, what did this person see? What's the rationale behind this decision? You don't know. You don't even know. For example, there was a time when Otedola and Elumelu was fighting over Transcorp.
Yeah.
Right. Those who know the play, know the play. If you check I'm not saying that's what happens, but let's just check it. The same conflict or rift happened also in First Bank.
Yeah, it did.
With the same Ote. Right. It means that something is up the play. Right, but if you don't know, you will just think that, okay, if two billionaires are trying to get into something, it means you should also get into something.
But some wealthy guys write books.
Yeah.
On how to become wealthy. You feel still it's not the secret, the main secret are not there.
So you can infer if you know how to read between the letters. But thinking that what they wrote, okay, let me give an example from Making It Big by Otedola. Right? He was trying to describe a situation where he needed the director of NNPC.
Yeah.
Right. For a particular deal that they wanted to do. And then they met on a flight. Mm-hmm. Now, look at the play. The person, I needed your help. I've been looking for you. Then we got on a flight. I was in first class, you're in economy. Now, if you check that play, it means that there's already a disconnect somewhere. So it means I'm not on the same level with someone that is just chasing the average person or chasing a DG. I have a measure of resources to get certain things done.
Yeah.
Right? And with that kind of person, there are certain information you have.
Yes.
Certain access to relationships that you have.
Yes.
For example, so if a company that has billions of dollars want to acquire another company, they hire PwC Deloitte to do research. For example, when Otedola wanted to acquire, he didn't know whether to get a Genco or a distribution company when he wants to get into Geregu. Right? Yes. He didn't go and start the analysis by himself. He hired, I think, one of the big four to do the research for him. Right? Now, you, in the comfort of your home, think that from a phone pad, you can do the same analysis that PwC or Deloitte will do.
Which is not possible.
It's not.
So you said that the knowledge gap between the rich and the poor is not just wide. It's a secret.
Yeah, it is.
And somehow it plays better in the market for you to have the assumption that you know.
Exactly.
And they like it like that.
Of course, they don't just like, that's their business.
Their business is the ignorance of the poor.
Exactly. An average fund management does not want you to take your money out of them. It simply means one thing. They are telling you that they know you so well. Money is not productive in your hand.
You want to say that again?
Yeah. So an average fund management don't want you to take out money when you keep it with them. All right. And then they just keep, for example, let me give you a practical example. There's a particular, not really a fund manager, but disguises as such, and people contribute money with this institution every month. Yeah. First thing first, if you miss a month, you don't get profit at the end of the year. You only get your capital back. Now, that's not even my problem. My problem is that on your profit at the end of the year, this institution gets 45% of your profit.
What?
Yes, it's on their website. I can show you.
Wow.
What does that tell you? People don't really know. They just like to feel good. Okay, people just like to be an investor. They don't really know whether it's going to make them wealthy or not. Once they are just an investor, a landlord, they are comfortable, they're good. Because that makes them feel like the wealthy. Oh, this person is an investor, I'm also an investor, they are good.
So we have cases where, because you said many people who are broke follow headlines.
Yeah, that's it. They are reactive. They chase what they think someone else is doing.
I mean, if Dangote is having an investment somewhere, it's natural to want to buy something there.
Do you know his playbook? For example, he's listing the refinery very soon. Currently already worth about 20 billion naira. $20 billion, pardon me. $20 billion, pardon me. That's already pre-listing valuation. And guess what? He's listing just 10%.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the stock market. Many people already think that that's their another get rich quick scheme. But this is not a penny. This won't be a penny stock. Right? It's not the entire stock market as we have it today is worth about $80 billion. The entire Nigerian stock market is worth about $80 billion.
$80 billion.
Yes. Now, that means that when he lists, it's going to be about 1/5 of the entire stock market.
If he values the company
at 20 billion.
And 20 billion, and is going to list 10% of the company, that's $2 billion.
$2 billion they are going to get. Now,
what fraction of the entire stock market is that? That we're going to be looking at about 3-point-something percent.
Yeah. So the question for the average investor now is that, is this company, what is the room for growth here? Already before listing, they're already the largest oil refinery in the world. So what else is going to make the room for growth? Right. And if you follow history, there's only one player here.
The mentality of an average investor is that I'm putting my funds here and then it will multiplying. That
exactly is what is the illusion. Because investment goal is not to make money. Investment is the closest thing to charity. I invest because I want to finance an idea I believe in, not first to make money.
So you believe that those who are investing because
to make money, you're already wrong.
So you're saying that investment is not a quick money scheme?
Yes.
I've seen cases where banks come out and say you can buy our shares now and all those stuff.
What happened in 2008? Banking crisis.
Yeah.
It's the euphoria.
You said something in one of your statements that Dangote is building somewhere, you are buying land there. you want to come, that statement is weird.
Yeah, so that's why I said we think we know what we are doing because we like to copy the headlines. Dangote went to Ibejuleki. Dangote refinery is the size of Victoria Island, about 7 times the size of Victoria Island.
Just the refinery?
Just the refinery alone. That's what Dangote owns there. Now, because already people think that just buy land appreciates in value. That's first wrong. Because nothing in itself appreciates in value. You might not be the one contributing value to it. Someone else is doing that.
Sure.
So, Dangote is doing his own business. He's using the land to maximize value. Already making money from inception.
Yeah.
Right? You are banking on Dangote's value chain to bring traffic to that axis so that there's demand for your land. Yes. But there are 2 types of demand. For example, there's Eco Atlantic, there's VI.
Yes.
Opposite VI, if you want to buy land there, the value is different from the land inside the Eco Atlantic.
Definitely.
Though in the same location. What's the difference? The value added. So, whether you like it or not, if I go to Ibejuleki today, right now, right, and I decide to, maybe, let's say I have $1 billion to drop there, right, I can 10x my money in less than 1 year. And I will sell at more value than you that's bought since probably 2020.
So the whole idea, this is a very serious conversation. The whole idea around buy one plot.
Yeah.
And then you can sell back. You don't feel it's a wise investment idea?
I don't think it is. Because first thing first, you are buying one plot because you are broke.
True.
Good. Now, even let's say you sell the one plot in the next 10 years, right, for profit. If you do not still cure your brokenness, in 10 years you sell it and still use it to eat, you'll still be broke.
It's quite strong.
So, for example, people think that just buying and selling for profits doesn't make you rich. It doesn't make you wealthy. There are broke landlords everywhere. People end up selling their land to cater for children's school fees. It means you are still broke. You should have cash flow that sorts all those things. There are many things that people even sell as investment goals or financial goals,
Yeah.
that only means that they're saying that you would never be rich.
What?
Yeah. Because if someone is saying that buy land here or buy this land, just buy this so that you can be selling one plot to send your children to school or buy one plot or give one, it means that they're saying that in the next 5 years,
They are aware nothing would have changed. about your
Exactly.
life.
People that do land banking. Now let's go to the history of land banking. Right. There's this particular quote that people say, 80% of millionaires built wealth through real estate. Question number one, who said that? When was it said? It was said in the early 1940s. Is it 1940s? Maybe early 800s, thereabouts.
Years ago.
It was years ago. Andrew Carnegie. So that was, and guess what was the occupation of the day? Farming.
Interesting.
So meaning that everybody there, the only way you can actually make money is what? Owning land to farm.
Yeah.
So the person that said that thing is not talking about today's reality.
So it's more like trying to use analog mentality in the digital
Exactly.
age.
And then even if you say 80% of debt, that he said then, the approach to farming is that you buy large land to farm. But you are buying one plot. You haven't buying 150 square meter. If the land is going to appreciate in value so much, when I find it, I don't want to sell. Why are the developers selling? Is it that they don't want the huge profit that's going to come in future?
They want to make you rich.
Really?
So what you're saying in essence is that nobody is out there to make anybody rich.
It's a lie. It's a lie. If you want to make an average person rich, teach them. Number two, give them grants to do business.
Those are the two ways.
Those are the two. There's no other way. Any other thing is a lie. Just so that we can just own one plot to your name, just is a lie. Then you spread one plot for 24 months, 36 months. It means something is fundamental. Something is wrong with your finances. You should, in today's world, you should do land banking because question number one, you are buying because you know something is coming here that nobody else does.
So if I understand what you're saying now, what you're saying is when it comes to finance, don't be the defender, be the striker.
Exactly.
Don't buy from someone who wants to make money from your buying.
Yeah.
Have money to buy more than enough, then you make money from someone else's buying.
Exactly. A buy side cannot take advice from a sell side. Brokers can advise me on investment decision. No, brokers exist to execute.
For the sake of some people who probably don't understand the word brokers.
Brokers are people that sell for you and get commission.
Yeah.
Already because you have a commission at stake, I can't trust your decision because you have a product to sell. So what I can get you to do is to find me a deal that I'm looking for, not the one you tell me about.
So you who want to sell cannot advise me on what
you
to get.
cannot. Because even you are not an investor. The average broker is not an investor. So how do you know what to invest in? The average broker is broke. So how do you want to help me make wealth? You don't have money.
You said something quite fundamental. The fact that the advertisement on this land is that you're buying. Oh, this is painful. My head is aching. Someone is telling you that you buy this plot, you can spread over 24 months. It's the fact that they know you have a problem.
Exactly. And they're capitalizing on that.
If you spread it over 24 months, when will you make the profit?
In fact, you are likely already buying an overpriced asset. Because at the already instance, you are paying brokers, you are paying the company's profit margin. So you are not really doing land banking, you are buying from a developer. And they sell you at the development margin. Land banking is meant to be bought at the land value.
In bulk.
In bulk. So once you are not buying in bulk, you are not doing land banking.
So it's a game.
Yeah.
You play or be played.
And it only appeals to the average person. Check 90% of check the people they target it to now.
If they are telling you to spread payment for so
they know that, and they know that the fact that you don't have much capital can be a sign of what is here. So it can be a symptom of, they know that, okay, if only what you can do every month is 100,000, you're actually mentally bankrupt. So I can easily manipulate you. You don't really know what to do with that 100K to become 1 million. So your money is more useful in my own hand. It's the world we find ourselves in.
This is not fair. So the fact that you don't even have capital for this is first and foremost a sign that you don't know so much also.
Yes.
So you link poverty to knowledge bankruptcy.
It is. It's the biggest. So when people look at people from rich home, they think in terms of money. No, that's the least of what they got.
True.
That's the least of what they got. No, they wake up hearing figures. They wake up being comfortable with affluence. They hear their parents do deals. They go to daddy's office. They go to mommy's office. Many of them do internship in their parents' company.
True.
They're already miles ahead. They understand this thing. You hear Dangote give reference to his grandfather and his uncle.
Yeah.
right? They don't have to give him a kobo. They've given him, and then guess what? When he runs into, you hear Otedola write in his book that governors were coming to their house. Children of the Folawiyos were coming to. You think when he goes to Folawiyo's house, they are discussing Mr. Macaroni? Apologies, that's not.
Yeah, get you.
No, that's not what they are discussing. It's listening to. So they have knowledge to an extent. Even if they don't have any knowledge, they understand how to make deals.
So you feel small people discuss small things?
Of course, that's all they know about. That's what they know to discuss. It's not that they don't want to discuss better things. It's that there's nothing big in their circumference.
Are you saying that the bulk of the things done entertainment or that is targeted towards certain class of people?
We can check from the quality of people doing it. A poor person will only do poverty content. People dragged Amy Otedola for doing a day in my life, and she was flying, and people were getting angry at it because the lifestyle of the rich upsets the poor. They feel like it's unfair. They feel somehow.
You know, I'm thinking about the fact that sometimes you watch certain skits and the whole concept of this is either somebody mistakenly steps on a soldier, brutalizes the person, or somebody buys bread and beans, can't afford to pay. You're saying that the fact that I don't want to use myself. The fact that I find it funny means that I can relate.
So I think it's not just funny. The fact that you are at home with it.
It's a reality.
Exactly.
That one is familiar
So
with.
it's home. It's friendly. It's what you are used to. So those are people that you like to follow because they, you feel like that.
More like since one is not doing much, you have people that help you take away that
Exactly.
time. There's no value to it. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly, yeah.
What's the hope of the common man?
To be honest, I think independent learning. And I think that's my own. I didn't come up from a rich home, even though I had a similar rich dad poor dad story. Right. But then I know that the only difference between myself and, let's say, people I grew up with was the fact that I found something called books and I started reading. And I was like, there's a disconnect here. When I was doing my wealth management certification course, I was seeing, so we had a little, like a real life scenario with a wealth manager. And I'm like, this wealth manager is not rich. It doesn't make sense to me. That you are a certified licensed wealth manager, yes, but you are not rich.
And he manages wealth.
And that means that, that's at a level. There are people that they are called private wealth manager. Those ones, you don't even hear about them. They're in family offices.
They are not interested in you knowing them.
The real investors don't want you to know what they're buying. Up until recently, Mrs. Shola Adesina never mentioned online that she bought Okomu in 2019. Until when it was now 1,500, she now posted it. I bought Okomu at 65 naira.
Wow.
But you entered last year when it was already 1,200. If you want to see anybody selling...
From what you're saying, the moment an information about something becomes public,
you are late.
It's late.
You are late. Even land, once it's in the news, you are late. Dangote bought it in 2013.
Hold on a minute.
Yes.
2013.
In fact, the deal started from 2008, but they finalized 2013. It's in the news.
An average person start jumping on it not too long.
You are already late. And guess what? Even if he wants his friend to buy then, they would have gotten. So I have a land in Ibadan. And then I realized that the person who sold for us, right, also just bought recently. Meaning that he has access to the person and he has over 2,000 acres. That means when he starts seeing that there's interest here, even maybe since the railway, his relationship is circle. So they went to the bush and started buying 2,000 acres, 5,000 acres. So when developers start coming, they are the ones selling to you.
How important is the issue of your circle in wealth creation?
It's everything.
Your circle is everything.
So when I say independent learning, there are two ways. There's one you learn in books, but there's one that they are not written. You have to be informed about it. That's why at a level, your banker becomes your best friend.
At a level.
At a level. Because they are the ones who really have... So something happened recently, but I'll just say it codedly. Someone got into oil. And a few weeks later, we see what's happening in oil.
Yeah. You feel that's the power of information?
Yes. It's not coincidence. There's a terminal that large fund management use. It costs about $30,000 per year. On that terminal, you can see where every ship vessel is, where every private jet is. So now look at it. Someone also in the same market you are in is using a dashboard that costs $30,000 a year. You are using a free app and you think you are making the same decision. There are even some people called quants. Those ones, they are mathematicians. They live in the market. They develop models for the market. They can tell you. That's the likes of Jim Simmons. At a time, Jim Simmons charged the highest in the industry and he was delivering the highest in the industry because it was purely mathematics. But was hiring Chinese nerds, people that their life is mathematics. And then you think that, because you can, of course not.
So it is important that you have relationships and people that you can get to have first-hand information. But what is information where there's no capital?
So I believe that there are certain things you can trade to get certain information or to get into certain circles. But most people, for example, maybe you get a job now.
Yeah.
If you understand, that's what they call office politics. If you understand how to grow, who to make happy, you would grow. The same thing in business also. You know the customers to make friends with. You know the customers to go the extra mile for. You know the customers to send packages to, even though you're still a small business. But when you understand that I'm not just trying to do business, I really want to grow something. Right? There are some people you are keen on. There's a way someone pursues you that even you start taking the person seriously.
True.
But because the average person would say, his own pride is too much. Meanwhile, this person have reasons to be proud. This person have done well for themselves. So why should they just open to you? Right? So many people don't have capital. So even if, and this is why the wealthy also do not just give out information. Right? I know someone that every time I go to him, we have pictures that I cannot post. We take picture, we take video, we laugh, but I dare not post it. I dare not post it.
Why is that?
I dare not mention his name.
Why is that?
He doesn't want to be known.
True.
He doesn't. But the things
I know many extremely wealthy people.
Yeah.
And extremely powerful people who don't even want to be known. In fact, I know some of them who don't even have 300 followers.
Of course. Of course. Dangote said when he wanted to start a refinery, he was meeting some investors in Dubai. Did he mention their names? So there are people financing Dangote.
I think that the poor and the wealthy are living in two separate worlds. They may share the same planet, but two different worlds.
Parallel realities, yeah.
This is one of the most sobering conversations I've had.
Yeah.